Be aware, though, that there are no security barriers here, so do take extra care on windy days.
Hey guys, Christopher Norse Rain. I'm finally back in Norway and I'm looking forward to do some hiking here before this place becomes a winter wonderland, because it will. I still have some footage that I did back in Ireland though that I haven't shown you guys yet, and I thought I would show you some of that footage today, specifically from the Aran Islands. Take a look at this.
While the Vikings founded the first cities in Ireland, like Dublin, Wexford, Waterford, Limerick, and Cork, there have also been found several traces from the Viking Age all over Ireland, including the province of Connacht, West Ireland. The Viking burial at Airport, the raid on Roska Monastery, and several Viking artifacts are just a few examples of this. So, the possibility of Vikings making it to the Aran Islands is high. They did, after all, have a monastery on the island. And where there are monasteries, there be Vikings. Still, to this day, there are no conclusive evidence that prove that the Vikings made it to the islands. But there are some theories and finds that could indicate that there were in fact Vikings here. This is the mystery of Aran Islands. The Aran Islands consists of 3 limestone islands: Inisheer, Inishmore, and Inishmore. My girlfriend and I went to Inishmore, which is the largest island both in size and population. About 800 people live on the island on a regular basis. To get to the island, you would either travel by water or air, like we did. One of the main attractions of Inishmore is its many historical sites, like this Iron Age ring fort, Dun Aonghasa. The fort takes its name from the Aonghasa tribe of Munster, who were associated with the island in medieval times. For transportation, the easiest thing is to rent a bike and pedal around the island. It's all very flat and bike-friendly, and most places are accessible using a bike. It's a relaxed atmosphere on Inishmore, and a lot of scenic views. If you do make it to the island, be sure to also get a glimpse of the Serpent's Lair, also known as the wormhole. The fact that this rectangular-shaped pool isn't man-made, but has naturally occurred, is almost hard to believe. The wormhole has become a huge attraction in recent years due to it being a location for the Red Bull cliff diving series. From here, you can also get really close to the raging Atlantic Ocean. Be aware of the tide though. It may catch you by surprise. Just west of the wormhole, you will find the most interesting historical site on Inishmore and where there is potentially evidence of Viking activity. Dun Aonghasa, a prehistoric stone hill fort sitting right on the edge of a 100-meter-high cliff overlooking the Atlantic. The view here is breathtaking. Through excavations, there have been found traces of human activity here from 1500 BC till 1000 AD. The most dynamic period was probably around 800 BC. It is believed that Dun Aonghasa was built for religious and/or defensive purposes, but its utility might have changed over time. First constructions of the fort began 1100 BC, and later in 500 BC, the triple wall defenses were probably built. What's characteristic about this semicircular fort is that it ends right at the cliff's edge. But it wasn't always like this. It is believed that this was originally a ring fort built close to the edge, but at some point in time, on one very dramatic day, part of the edge collapsed and was swallowed by the sea, together with half the fort. Be aware though that there are no security barriers here, so do take extra care on windy days. So, what about the potential Viking finds? Although the islands have tall cliffs and rocky shores, Kilmervy Beach is close by and would have served well as a landing zone for potential raids. The entrance to the middle enclosure of the fort was closed off by wooden doors, and a sudden drop inside the threshold was probably designed to trip any unwanted visitors. The bodies of two young men, dating from around 1000 AD, were found here, caved into the entrance. They showed no signs of a violent death, but the unorthodox burial method would suggest that these two guys weren't very popular. Another theory, influenced by the 15th century Welsh historian Giraldus Cambrensis, believe that the Norse raiders rebuilt Dun Aonghasa in the 9th and 10th centuries. No archaeological finds back up this claim though. There is also another location on Inishmore that tickled my interest. In my search for Viking finds on the Aran Islands, I came across a map that allegedly showed the location of a Viking grave mound. After several Google searches and contacting historians and archaeologists about this potential site, I was none the wiser and had no further evidence that this was legit. Still, I went there to check out the place, and sure enough, the mound is there. It's quite close to the sea, which would have been a good location for a Viking Age grave mound. Though this is hardly any substantial proof, but yet another mystery of the Aran Islands. So, what do you guys think? Did the Vikings try to attack the fort and step right into the trap? Was Dun Aonghasa, at some point in time, populated and controlled by the Norse raiders? And what about the mound? Is it an actual Viking grave that's just waiting to be excavated? If you have any suggestions or theories, I'd love to hear them in the comment section.
And that is the mystery of Aran Islands. If you like this kind of content, like the video and subscribe to Norse Rain. It helps out the channel and I do appreciate the support. You can also follow Norse Rain on social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter to stay up to date with new videos. Like always, I'm posting new videos once a week, so be sure to check in next Sunday for a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.